Before they go green, I want to give a shout out to Tony Bruce Jr. and his staff, his dad, his wife Stephanie, and all the guys here. Snow Gettings, who's a big supporter of Tony Bruce Jr. and Budweiser. You see the Victory Lane podium down there in the infield, the Wheeler Metals Victory Lane. You know, you see the fans in the grandstands. They've got the boomsticks. They're doing the fireworks. And Tony Bruce Jr. gets it. The flags are put all up. You see the hashtag Eagle Nats at Tony Bruce TBJ Promotions. So hashtag Eagle Nats at TBJ Promotions on Twitter. Let them know where you're sitting. Or let them know who you think's going to win here tonight. Don't forget, RacinBoys on Twitter is at RacinBoys. All right, let's go back over to Brian.
Well, then show them how much you appreciate the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series.
Well, time to reach down, cinch down those seat belts just a little bit tighter, pull down on those shoulder straps. Get ready to feel the thunder, Brian.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 35 laps of scheduled distance in your Hinchman Racewear Eagle Nationals. Matt Covington brings them up at turn number 4 to the green. Matt Covington will jump out to the race lead, but the caution lights will come on as well. The red flag will come out. Driver upside down over at turn number 2. Red flag is out. The one machine going upside down.
Jake Bubak driving the Bose Motorsports car number 1B this evening. Some treacherous ruts beginning to form down there in turns 1 and 2.
As officials had just called the start back, unfortunately, Jake Bubak, the Arvada, Colorado driver, make that going up for upside down over in turn number 2. He brought it back down upright as we see him starting to crawl from his machine.
All right, we'll step away. You know what we do on RacinBoys? We get right in the middle of it. Nobody does it like what we do here on RBN, and Scotty Cook is down there with Jake. Scotty?
Well, he's the son of the 1989 World of Outlaw Rookie of the Year, and we heard Tyler Drucke talking about that hole down there in turn number 1, and a tough break for you, young man, as you stood on it and hung on.
Yeah, that was first time getting upside down, but, you know, I don't know. I just went in there and hit that hole wrong, I guess, and that was it. So I really hate this. This is my first time out here driving for Craig Bowles, so hopefully we'll be back with him. Not sure.
A legendary race car around these parts. Normally I start these interviews out by, first of all, you're okay. Apparently you are.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little upset with myself for doing that on that first lap.
Well, let me fill your glass half full and remind you, your father, we were just speaking of, a World of Outlaw staple back in the day. They got to find out where the race car goes, but not that the old tow truck driver interrupted a great moment, but your dad, so stinking proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, I know, and he gives me an awesome car, and I hate to ruin it like that. It really sucks, especially out here with this national tour for my
See over in Belleville maybe tomorrow night if we can put her back together?
Yeah, if we can. I'm not sure what the car owner will think, so
right.
Hopefully.
We don't want to make our RacinBoys debut like this, but ladies and gentlemen, state of Colorado, Jake Bubak.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for your time, man. Glad once again that he is A-OK, and his dad, so many people can attest, if you ever hung out with Rich Bubak, he is a joker and such a good time. And this young man's personality, MO and demeanor is a little bit different than his dad's. Jake is very shy, very quiet, but nonetheless, I think he's going to turn out to be one great shoe. He's been doing it for quite a while now. You just heard him say his first time upside down.
How about
so after
that,
all you can do is just strap in and keep going. Get up on that horse that bucked you, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And anytime you get a chance to get in a good mount like that, you want to make a good impression. Unfortunately, his first night, not what he was hoping for.
Caution lights will go down. The pace car will make its way down into the infield to the back straightaway. Matt Covington and the 53 of Jack Dover on your front row. Aaron Reitzel, Brandon Hanks in row number 2. Seth Bergman, Ryan Roberts, row number 3. Row 4, Billy Alley and Johnny Herrera. Your top 10 starters round out with Wayne Johnson and Jay Russell. Here we go. We'll try it again this time. Your field in a 3 and a 4. We're green. Off in a turn. Through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway, it will be the 95 of Matt Covington jumping out to the race lead. Brandon Hanks up into the second spot. Jack Dover in third. Keep driving the high side for Aaron Reitzel in fourth.
Matt Covington, your leader. Brandon Hanks settles into the second spot. Jack Dover is third. He's followed by Aaron Reitzel. Here comes Seth Bergman on the low side of the speedway.
Matt Covington starting to open up his advantage here over the 84 of Brandon Hanks. Covington looking for his first National Tour win of the season. Brandon Hanks looking for his first ever National Tour victory. And what a way it would be to do it here at the Eagle Nationals, as the battle on the racetrack will be for the fourth spot. Seth Bergman under fire for Aaron Reitzel. Reitzel down to the bottom. Seth Bergman up to the high side. It'll be Bergman holding strong in the fourth spot. Aaron Reitzel right now running as your top five.
Look at the battle going on. Everybody settles into the line. High side down in turns 1 and 2. Everybody down around the hub in turns 3 and 4. Still, Matt Covington, car number 95, your leader, followed by Brandon Hanks, Jack Dover. Now Seth Bergman takes a look at the high side. Dover holds him off going into turn number 1.
Johnny Herrera with the move up into the top 5 as we have 5 laps completed. It will be Matt Covington, your race leader. His problems now. Aaron Reitzel down into the infield. Your points leader with problems. Mechanical problems has sidelined the 87 as he was running in the 6th spot. He has cleared the racetrack as we'll stay green flag racing. Up front, it continues to be Matt Covington as he starts to approach the back of the field. Brandon Hanks currently running in 2nd. Jack Dover in 3rd. Seth Bergman in 4th. Johnny Herrera right now running at your top 5. Billy Alley running at 6th. Ryan Roberts in 7th. Tyler Drury in 8th. Jeff Liddell in 9th. And Wayne Johnson currently running at your top 10.
Seth Bergman, the car on the move. Bergman now all the way up to the 2nd spot. Takes the measure of Hanks as they head in turns 1 and 2. Dover slides high. He's overhauled by Herrera as they turn into turn number 3. Here comes Seth Bergman up around the rim.
The track is up on the top, and Seth Bergman is right there. The right rear to the cushion, and you've got a new leader down the back straightaway. Seth Bergman will take it away from the 95 of Matt Covington on lap 10. Seth Bergman to the race lead. Matt Covington falling to 2nd. Brandon Hanks in 3rd. Johnny Herrera in 4th. Jack Dover with a wobble a couple laps ago drops the 53 machine back to 5th. The 3 of Billy Alley still running at 6th. 7th is going to be the 18R of Brian Roberts. 8th is going to be the 12 of Tyler Tricky. Battle for 9th now to the high side. The 77 is Wayne Johnson with the 94 against Swindell. It'll be Johnson then Swindell currently running at your top 10 as we find your leader mired in traffic. The 23 of Seth Bergman working to the inside. The 52 of Blake Hahn is now the battle for the 2nd spot. It'll be Matt Covington to Johnny Herrera. Give the spot to Covington.
Good Dyson going on for 2nd through 5th. Brandon Hanks, Jack Dover, Johnny Herrera now closes on Covington.
Seth Bergman nearly contact for the 14J of Riggins as they roll to the back straightaway. Bergman had to take evasive action, kicked that car sideways and got out of the way of the 14 machine as he continues to be your race leader, maintaining a 3.157-second advantage over the 45 next to Johnny Herrera. Herrera still riding in that 2nd spot. Matt Covington in 3rd is now they're side by side for 4th. Brandon Hanks up on the high side. Jack Dover down to the inside. At the line, it'll be Jack Dover, but barely over Brandon Hanks as Hanks now rounds out your top 5. Billy Alley closing in as he rides in the 6th spot. Ryan Roberts at 7. Tyler Drury in 8. 9th will be Wayne Johnson. 10th now is going to be the 82 of Jordan Boston. Jess Liddell falling back to 11. John Labonte at 12. Kyle Bell at 13. Jason on 14th. And Cody Leisure currently running at your top 15. He is the first driver still on the lead lap as Seth Bergman looks at his inside. This time it turns 1 and 2 with 18 laps to go.
Seth Bergman, car number 23, a missile, working his way through heavy lap traffic with ease. Johnny Herrera giving chase, and that car number 45 riding into 2nd spot. Covington now with a rear bumper full of Jack Dover. Dover up to the 4th spot, right on the back bumper. It looks to the inside of Covington down the back stretch. Covington takes the low line through turns 3 and 4 for the block.
Boy, Seth Bergman has got that thing on a rail here tonight as he works around the 14K of Kyle Bellum. He lands past 14th place here as his next car in line with the 5X of Jason Martin. Martin currently riding at 13. The distance between 1st and 2nd, 2.595 seconds. Johnny Herrera bouncing his way through slower traffic. Works around Hahn, works around Riggins. Now we're going to work on Tony Bruce Jr. Looks to his inside. He'll clear him as they roll in the front straightaway. 2 drivers that are phenomenal on choppy racetracks. Currently run 1st and 2nd. That is Seth Bergman and and Johnny Herrera. Matt Covington still sitting in third as he rolls to the back straightaway. He is under fire from Jack Dover. Billy Alley up into the top 5 here as we are past the halfway point with the 84 of Brandon Hanks, currently 6th. Ryan Roberts at 7th. Wayne Johnson is up to 8th. Jordan Boston and Isaac Tyler Druki right now at 12. Currently running at your top 10. Druki, your winner of the B main, coming from the inside of your ninth row.
Best racing going on for that third spot, third, fourth, and fifth. Matt Covington, Jack Dover, Billy Alley going at it for the third spot.
A very interesting line by Seth Bergman in the turns 1 and 2, and in turns 3 and 4, almost having to turn right to turn left. Last time in the turn 1, he caught the car way sideways before he finally had to kick it into the corner. This time a very smooth line by that driver as he will clear the 12 of Druki down the back straightway. Druki falling back to 11th, giving up 10th to Jess Swindell, but your race leader is right there. Seth Bergman about to lap into the top 10.
So the big story, really rough track conditions down in turns 1 and 2. Drivers not taking the fastest line, but the safest line through the caverns entering turn number 1. Still the best race going on, third, fourth, and fifth. Matt Covington, Jack Dover, Billy Alley.
So your rundown looks like this. Seth Bergman, your race leader. Johnny Herrera in second. Matt Covington in third. Jack Dover in fourth. Billy Alley in fifth. Brandon Hanks in sixth. Ryan Roberts in seventh. Wayne Johnson in eighth. Jordan Boston in ninth. He is the final driver on the lead lap. Jeff Swindell currently running at your top 10. Tyler Druki in 11th. John Bucky in 12th. Jason Martin in 13th. Cody Ledger at 14th. Kyle Bellum right now running at your top 15. Tony Bruce Jr. 16th. Blake Ron 17th. And Joshua Riggins 19th. Aaron Reitzel unfortunately done early in this feature event running at your top 20.
Seth Bergman blistering that left rear tire. Keep your eye on Seth Bergman. Smoke pouring off of that left rear tire heading down into turn number 3. Keep your eye on Bergman. If he can make it to the end, he's got one fast race car. Johnny Herrera about a third of a lap behind in second.
With 4 laps remaining, Seth Bergman has opened up his advantage substantially. 4.277 seconds over the 45 inch of Johnny Herrera. That comes out just over a straightaway. Just as Herrera is coming out of turn number 4, Seth Bergman is working in his turn number 2 as he works around the 77X of Wayne Johnson. Now will set his sights on the 84 of Brandon Hanks. Hayes currently riding in 7th, and he's about to go a lap down as we have 2 laps to go.
Seth Bergman now is lapped up to the 7th place car. Bergman in lap traffic, closing on that battle. Matt Covington, Jack Dover, now Ryan Roberts. Roberts down around the low side, duels with Dover into number 3.
Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Washington driver will win the Eagle Nationals. Seth Bergman in 23. Seth Bergman, your race winner. Johnny Herrera in second. Matt Covington in third. Jack Dover in fourth. Ryan Roberts unofficially your top 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brian, a convincing performance by Seth Bergman. Those guys went green-white checkered after the initial red flag on lap 1.
Absolutely incredible run as he lapped all the way to 7th. He left Billy Alley, Ryan Roberts, Jack Dover, Matt Covington, and Johnny Herrera on the lead lap. As with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get down trackside to have a word with our race winner. The top 5 drivers were the only ones on the lead lap, being confirmed by ASCS timing and scoring.
All right. It's time to step down to victory lane. You see the players that are rolling up there. Scotty Cook is right in the middle of it. Scotty?
Thank you very much. I just about got wiped out by a tire. Damn.
Hey, you know what? Be careful down there, bud.
Yeah,
Keep your head on a swivel down there.
Right.
Again, this Victory Lane interview is brought to you by Speedmart. Check them out at speedmartinc.com. Scotty?
Well, thank you very much. This old racetrack, Scott Trailer, was hooked up and cowboy up. And your pole sitter, Matt Covington, started from the pole and had a good-looking race car early. And lost a couple spots, but, boy, once those first and second place cars were gone, he did a great job maintaining that position and that filling up the podium spot. And tell you what, I'm gonna get you to, oh, he's making his way out of the race car right now as Seth Bergman makes his way to victory lane, and not feeling too. Actually, we're gonna feel like talking, buddy. You all right? You okay? Actually, we're gonna sneak over here and talk to Johnny. We're gonna let you catch your breath. Matt, not feeling very well. I'm not sure if his wrist is bothering him or if he is exhausted or what. Not looking very good, but we'll get this old cat to sneak over here and talk to us. First of all, tell him about that nose wing folded down.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's look. I don't know. Maybe just some clods. Nothing's. Oh, that bracket over there broke, so I don't know.
So, yeah, that's what I was getting to. Not a product of getting into anybody, though.
No, just track was kind of a little choppy and rough. It was fun. Started whatever we started 8th, 9th there, and I don't know. Seth got there a little sooner, a little quicker, and once we kind of got midway through the race, when I got to second, it'd give or take him. Once he got so far ahead, they could never close no distance on him. I mean, I closed a little bit, maybe one corner, and he'd get hung up on lap cars. Well, then I'd get hung up, and he got back. So our distance stayed about a straightaway away the whole race. You know what I mean? He just got there first. Good job for him, and good for the Mississippi Valley Transportation, Champion Oil, Smiley's Print Place, CSI Shocks, of course, Semi Crazy, Bevan's Company, Hoosier Tires, Maxim Chassis, Ostrich Racing Engines. Man, they just without all their guys, all them people's help, couldn't do this.
Yet another Eagle Nationals runner-up, I do believe, last year. Yeah, yes, damn, Scotty, you got to remind me of that.
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Yeah,
One year I started sixth. One year we started 16th and got to second. I think last year we started 4th, ran second. This year we started 9th, 10th, got second. We just you can kind of see the bridesmaid here, but hey, we were there, and we're building some momentum and getting here.
You've had a heck of a go the last 2 or 3 years, but some new additions into the Herrera world, and you've been new additions to their world, but these 2 ladies behind you sure have meant a lot to your world.
Well, yeah, Ann and Sheridan, she comes to give us moral support, and she works her butt off. She holds a real job, and she does everything she can to make this, make our racing. She works just as hard at it, probably maybe harder than I do at it. She works really hard, and she's all about me. And she's a wonderful lady. And again, I gotta thank my mom and dad back home and my family back home listening. And you know what, they might not be here every day or. Be paying all the bills, but I'm telling you, without them, they sure help me. And I know anytime I need nothing, they're going to be there to help me. And I try not to lean on them, try to make the same pay for itself.
And even more so, she has a workload extra keeping your on-rail ass in line, for sure.
Well, she does. She got to do that, for definitely.
All right, buddy, a great run. You better cinch your belts down tomorrow night. We'll be going fast.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, that's Johnny Herrera, a solid runner-up tonight. And, man, he did not have anything for your winner. And we were going to see if Matt Covington. We're going to see if we could get Matt to sneak over here as he takes his cars to the scales and comes from the scales to have a word with us here on RacinBoys. First of all, a great run, not what you wanted, but are you feeling all right?
Yeah, feeling great, man. Car was great. I mentioned something about my power steering. Feeling not as good in that heat race. Sure enough, we lost power steering about 15 laps in, and it was a real test on the hand. Hand ain't 100%. It's
I speculated that.
I can't really move my fingers right now just from being weak. And I got to get my strength back up. But that ain't no excuse. We've been fighting a little bit of power steering problems. No excuses though, man. We had a good car, and luckily I was able to hang on to third. Nope. It would have took a good car for me to hang on to it like that on a track like this. It's that rough and that challenging. It's so important to hit your marks like that.
I was going to say with a track that's so cowboy up tonight, especially around that top side down 1 and 2. First thing I thought when you lost the lead was, man, why'd you abandon the top? But now I know.
Right, I got to where I almost couldn't, when you hit that rut up there and it was to jerk the wheel out of your hands, especially when we don't have power steering in there, you just want to rip it out of my hand. I'm trying to grip on it, but, man, I'm happy. I'm as happy as I can be right now to bring home third, racing with good company up here. Bergman's been on a roll. He's been fast as hell. Herrera, he's always fast, but, yeah, I'm happy for it. The track was super fun too, man. We're
gonna sneak over here to the podium, but real quickly, a good first race out for Dad, Papa Bill, and your brother Tyler, and your old friend Keith.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all tickled to death. They were all smiles. Be a good night for us, and hopefully we can do it again tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna sneak over here as always, and I might. How many cameramen are we gonna tick off here, buddy? A lot? Yeah, like usual. One heck of a run, and you came from well deep. Again, not as far as the last time, but a good drive.
Yeah, it's this time we didn't drop back to 20th and then come and do it, but that's a testament to this race team and how strong they are. You know, I go out and do my job there, and if it wasn't for Tyler and my parents, Dennis, Marshall, Tim, without them to the backbone of this team and putting me out here and giving me the opportunity to do this, I wouldn't be here. So really all I'm trying to do is be a championship contender and make all these people proud. And, you know, they're putting a lot of money into this for me, and we don't want to let anybody down. So just try to come out here and do our job every night.
Well, putting your name into the mix for that championship contention with all that almighty momentum in your pocket, racetrack conditions as they were, cowboy up, you've got to be tickled that your boy Tyler was able to put a sled under you to keep it under you and turn it into a rocket ship, dude. You got that lead, you was gone.
For sure, you know, like I said, without Tyler and my parents putting the money into this thing and trying to help me live a dream, and Dennis Marshall, Tim Young, Wells Racing Engines, West